Hey babe, what are you looking at?
This marketplace listing.
Oh yeah, what is it?
It's this car. I think I want it.
Oh, a little Miata?
Yeah. It just sold though.
Oh yeah?
To me.
Hey, let's go. Alright, so what made you get the NC Miata?
Oh, come on, that's not a sports car.
Over like a NA or any other car? What made you get this?
Well, I wanted a BRZ, but after one phone call to Brandon, he talked me into a Miata.
Hey, mammy! Oh, don't be like that. If I had a rock, I'll bust your head.
It didn't take much convincing to get.
Yeah, I was already convinced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how long did it take you to get this car?
Well, I drove your car around for like an hour, and then after that, I wanted a manual, and so 5 days later, I went and bought one. Yep.
It literally took. She literally found it on Marketplace. We messaged the guy same day. We agreed to meet up. She got a pretty good deal on it. It's got, how many miles are on it?
140.
140. She bought it for about 70, or is it 7 grand?
7.
I was gonna say 72. It's sitting on some RPF1 replicas. He said he wasn't sure if they're real. I'm pretty sure that they're not. New set of Nitto Neogens. She just got those.
First thing I had to do.
First thing she had to do. She's gonna have to get the billet coolant reservoir. Those are notorious for breaking on these. Do you have any plans for this? And you don't forget to mention though that this is one of 1,000 winning Racing Blue. Yeah.
You can say that Toyota from outer space.
It is a Mazda.
And it's funny because Brandon has one with the same color. What do you think about the stripe?
This one's got racing stripes.
Yeah.
I don't love it, but I don't hate it.
Yeah, the previous owner did that. I thought it was white in the pictures, and I thought it'd be so cool to paint the wheels white to match. I think it would look so cool, but
I'll probably repaint it or rewrap it, and
yeah,
probably won't keep the stripe.
Yeah, or you can do white stripes or whatever you wanted, or just get rid of it entirely. But this being the GT car, it comes with a 6-speed manual transmission and an LSD from factory, and it has some kind of exhaust on it. We don't know. I can't read any logo on there, but it sounds pretty good if you want to give them a little sound clip. I will say, I think the NC is probably one of the most underrated cars you can get right now for an enthusiast. I think that they're really slept on, especially since the NAs are, in my opinion, kind of a basic car to get because everybody and their mom just wants pop-ups. But, I mean, it's just pop-ups. You can, I mean, it's not, it's cool, but it's not that cool. We made the joke earlier. What was the joke we made earlier?
That it looks like fish lips. And then bug eyes.
Yeah, we made fish lips and bug eyes because I asked, what was the name of this originally?
Sky. And then I wanted to call it Blue Fish because I think it looks like fish lips.
Maybe we could do like a fish movie joke from it, and
Nemo?
that way, like.
Except I don't think that really goes. Nemo.
That's good.
I mean, you can name it like Gil or something, or Bruce. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of funny. But so, what all do you have planned for this thing? What's the kind of the build you want to do with this? Kind of. I mean, I imagine a touring car-ish and a nice daily. But what specific mods do you want to do?
Maybe put some coilovers on it. Maybe a ducktail. Put a 2.5 in it once my 2.0 goes out. But before I do anything, I'll probably just work on my driving skills so I can gap you in your little Toyota.
Oh yeah? Is that a challenge?
Yeah.
Are you challenging me?
Speaking of my cute little Toyota, I haven't made any updates on this thing in like a year, I think. I think the last video I made was floor pan. I believe that was the last video I made on this, and I just haven't. I don't know why. I've made some Instagram edits and stuff. I just been too lazy. I started school. I've been traveling a bunch. I'm going out to be an auto tech. That'll be about a 2-year program. So maybe I'll make some videos out there in the shop of us goofing around. But I'm grateful for the opportunity. It's getting paid for. So thank you for the ability to pay your taxes because it's paying for my schooling. So on to this little update. We changed the wheel and tire package on these. We went from the NK RPF1s with Nittos to a Advanti Racing Storm S1. Wrapped in a Falcon Zenith RT660. These are 245/40s. These are about as wide as you can go on the stock MRS body. And it did take rolling of the fenders. And if you're doing that, I recommend you take a notebook when you jack up the car and lower the car onto it. I know I have chipping here, that was here before. But it rolls the fenders a lot easier than trying to bang it out with a hammer. Just a little tip. But these things are super, super sticky. I can't recommend it enough. Toyo proxies are good. Clapped out 5.3. Toyo proxies are pretty good, but for the price point, these are way better. It's kind of a poke fitments, as you can see, it sticks out barely. We have some, just some eBay aftermarket vents. I tried painting them. The car is filthy right now, but it's off just barely. This is a tiny bit lighter of a silver, but the whole car is gonna get repainted at some point, so it doesn't really matter. Why is the bumper gone? It's because I was going to Kristen's house actually, and I had that nice little bumper. I guess it's another type of bumper cut. Mine's really a bumper delete now. But somehow, some way, the bumper had flown just completely off the car. I heard a big whoosh and I stopped the car to realize that there was no longer a bumper. I didn't care about the bumper, I cared about the plate. So I put it back on, put the quick release back on, it was all good. Drove to Kristen's, and I realized once I got there, the inside part of this side had gotten caught. So then it burned a big giant cut into the bumper, and I said, with it, I'm done with this. Trying to make everything fit nicely, so I just cut it off. So it looks really, really aggressive for this car. It shouldn't be this aggressive, but it is, and I think it gives it a lot of personality. The 5th version of the exhaust, basically nothing back here anymore. It's just a standard AutoZone cherry bomb, and it's loud. It is really, really loud. Like, I like loud cars, but this is way too much even for me. It drones horribly on the highway. With this being a 5-speed, it's sitting at like 3,500 RPMs, and it's pretty bad. So we're gonna switch up that exhaust again. I've actually had an exhaust before this, which I never made a video on, and that was welded up by my buddy Aaron. This is welded up by Brandon, who's actually the owner of the other Miata. Shout out to him, he did an awesome job. It weighs nothing. That's basically the only benefit to this. If you were gonna recreate this, it's a PP catless headers with a 90, the cherry bomb itself, it's just the short version, another 90, and then just whatever aftermarket exhaust tip that you want. But it weighs maybe 10 pounds, I think. I probably should have weighed it before this video, but I didn't. But it weighs absolutely nothing. If you're just gonna have a track car, I recommend it. But if you look back here, you can see that how mean these 245s look. That tread is extremely gnarly. But other than that, I haven't done anything else to the car really, because I've just been spending a lot of my time traveling. I started my own detail business, which is really cool. And I've been enjoying it. I've been just doing my thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed the little update here. I hope to see more of Kristen's car. We'll probably feature that way more on the channel with the coilover install and all those kind of things. We'll have kind of multiple vehicles to showcase. As for the moto vlogs, it's kind of becoming the end of that weather, because I live in Ohio, she lives in northern North Carolina. It gets cold. We don't live in Florida. So unfortunately, we probably won't make another video. We might squeeze one in there, but for now, we're just gonna be out here driving the roadsters, doing some cruising, make some videos, and hopefully you guys enjoy the build. I guess we gotta do a little race now then, don't we, little Miss Mazda? Mm-hmm. Okay then, peace.
When they reverse, Terry.
Say, ooh. No, she wasn't ready.